You know what old Jack Burton always says at a time like this?
Come on, then. I'll bite your legs off!
I can take it. Great power comes great responsibility. We have a hope.
Get to the chopper! And to the flesh wound.
I am the Father. This is our only chance. We have to take it. We need Kong. The world needs him. To stop what's coming. And this child. She's the only one he'll communicate with.
I knew that they had a bond. She had nowhere to go, so I made a promise to protect her. And I think that in some way, Kong did the same. Godzilla.
These are dangerous times.
Godzilla's out there and he's hurting people and we don't know why.
There's something provoking him that we're not seeing here.
I'm of the same opinion.
The myths are real. There was a war. And they're the last ones standing.
I keep reaching for greatness because I'm built from it.
Who bows to who?
Nobody gonna stop for me. Here we go.
Kong bows to no one.
Here we go.
And welcome back to the Monster Movie Stompdown with this month's special impromptu episode. This, of course, is Sludge, your main host, and sitting across from me
is Mark,
our brother from Texas,
Ruben.
And we have two special guests for this episode. Our brother from Give Me Back My Action Movies, Charlie.
Hey, how's it going?
And then my daughter, Jada.
Hi there.
So she's done a few of these with us. And, of course, she's a big Godzilla fan. And we all just came back from the theaters and got to see Godzilla versus Kong, which is what we've been stoked for and building up to. Originally, we had this mapped out to where we were going to be able to do every Godzilla film before this came out. And then with the way things went, it got moved around. And so we're a little behind on the Godzilla films, but it's all right. We still got here. We made it. And we are going to give you guys a spoiler-free, so we'll set the ground rules because we are going to give you our initial reaction to the movie. When we say spoiler-free, we're going to try and keep it as vague as we can to not give too much of the story away. But the biggest thing and the only thing that's a no-go is who wins, Godzilla or Kong, which we all know who wins. But
there he did.
But this is for Pete and this is for Justin because they're dear friends of ours.
Yes.
And we don't want to ruin anything for them because they don't get to see it till this weekend.
Oh,
so
ain't that rough?
It is. It's so hard not to text either one of them right now.
Yeah,
but,
that's exactly
drop little hints. Here you go.
Hey, I had to take the day off to be able to see it on. I mean, it was just I'm like a Wednesday, really.
I knew ahead of time. I was like, I'm taking it off no matter what. Like I didn't care what day it was coming. This was an off day for me.
Yeah.
I worked today. Went and seen the movie, and then I'm going to go back to work as soon as we get done here. So
I was supposed to do work, and then I didn't. Pretty much after Sludge messaged me, about what movies he was watching. I was like, I think I'm going to put those in right now too.
Yeah. I spent pretty much all day just talking to Charlie, Benjamin, Stacy,
cool.
my guitar players, Dustin, a couple other Godzilla fans. That's all we did. We just talked about it all day long.
That's all day.
Just super hype. I mean, like, and it came out at 3 a.m. in the morning last night.
Oh, yeah,
and,
on HBO Max.
And I knew ahead of time, and I was like, I'm not going to watch it till we get to the big screen because that's what Laura paid over $100 in tickets for her ready to go.
Yeah. Well, per RJ, because I told him, I said, look, these are our options. I said, you could always watch it on HBO because I'm not going to be that lame person to watch it on HBO Max first because I got to see it in the theater. So,
and it was worth seeing in the theater.
Man. Oh yes.
Yeah, it was. It was. This is definitely a big screen movie.
Oh, it is. Absolutely is. Yeah. So it came out at 3:00 in the morning, and I knew that. I knew I was going to watch it, and I woke up at 3:15 this morning, just wide awake. Like my body was like, "Let's do it! It's time to watch it." I'm like, "No, it's not time to see this now. Like we still got 18 hours to go." So, but let's jump into it, man. Super excited. Let's let you guys know what we think. Ruben, what did you think of Godzilla versus Kong?
It was well worth the wait. I will say the anticipation of it, it did not let me down. Because you kind of build up things in your mind, and I was limited on the trailers. I tried not to watch all the trailers, so I was not disappointed. Liked the storyline. I liked, without saying too much, there was some throwbacks to the original, which was not Godzilla Kong back then. It was Kong Godzilla versus Godzilla. King Kong versus Godzilla, the first one that Toho released. There was some throwbacks there for us devoted fans that are really into all that. All in all, it was just great. I mean, I'm trying to think of anything negative that I would like, to be general about it, but good storyline, great movie. I'm going to have to let it sink in and maybe watch it one more time before I'll rank it with the 3 legendaries that have come out.
Same here.
Where it sits as far as all 3 legendaries that have come out, and see where it sits after watching it maybe 3 or 4 times, and then let it settle down, and then I'll be a little bit more amped to be a better judge of which one of the 3 is my favorite and kind of rank them. But all in all, it was a fun movie. Had plenty of if y'all, nobody's going to complain about monster action in this one. I don't think.
Not at all.
A little bit.
This had plenty of monster action, and there was a good enough plot in there to keep you interested. In fact, there was basically 2 stories going on at the same time, which was kind of cool because it all interweaved anyway.
Yeah.
But that was cool because it kind of, as the story went, I'm like, what? Wait a minute, what the heck? Why are they here, or what's going on here? It all at the end, it all came together. Some questions that were left unanswered from the previous 2 are now answered. For the most part, like I said, I'm going to sink it in, and I might have more questions after that. But all in all, I mean, this is just, and the thing is, this film, I think, is going to appeal more to the general audience than just Godzilla fans. I think this is
I would
like
agree
the
with
summer.
that.
Yeah. It's not just going to be, if you walk into the theater, you're going to enjoy yourself whether you're a Godzilla or a Kong fan, for that matter. I think you're going to walk into the theater, and it's going to draw more general audience than possibly the first 2 from Legendary.
I think so. I could see that.
Yeah,
completely.
And so I see that, and some of it might be because, with everything that's been going on, there's a sense of normalcy that's starting to kind of seep in, and I think that sense of so that might draw people to the theater because, when we bought our tickets, there was social distancing, and it was pretty safe. I went to a Cinemark theater for this one. Tomorrow I'm going to Alamo Draft House, and all the protocols are being, it's safe. Let me just tell everybody, it was, I felt safe. I was, we had social distancing. Everybody was doing their thing and doing their part. So it's just a movie you have to see it and a theater. I think. I mean, it's great if you don't feel like you want to do that. It'll be fine on HBO Max, but I think the experience will be a lot better in the theater. That's basically it. I'm trying to be as vague as possible. Yeah.
And ours was too. Yeah. We found out, Charlie found out from one of the ladies at the theater that we went to that every showing of this movie today was sold out.
Yeah.
Which is just great. I know they had one 3D showing, 2 MXCs, and then 2 2D standards. So 5 showings today, all sold out. And they did the social distancing too.
Oh yeah.
Which some people were like, you know what I mean? Like Charlie, you were what, 2 seats down from me and Sarah?
3 seats down because I bought my tickets after you, and there was like, why would I be 3 seats away from you? So I slid down.
Yeah, I was
we're
like, dude,
in the same studio right now.
Yeah,
so.
come on down.
Yeah,
and like,
if of course, if you're like in the same group of friends, no problem. You know, so so that was good. So and I've been to the movies since. We're a little different in Texas.
We all need to aspire to be like Texas.
Yeah. So I've been to like I saw Wonder Woman 84 in the theater. That or what was that? What I call Wonder Woman 1984. Yep. So we went to the theater, so I knew it was safe. And so I'm not hesitant, but to go to the movies or anything like that. But yeah, man, it was really a fun movie, and I think it's going to appeal to the general audience. I think it's going to be a hit. I'm positive it's going to be a hit.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. Yeah. All right, well, Jada, what about you?
Dude, I love this movie. Definitely the top favorite Godzilla movies I've ever watched.
She's already labeling it. She's already putting it in the spot.
I put it in the top. I put it in the top.
She is stamping it.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. This movie was definitely really good. Graphic wise, they had amazing shots of both Kong and Godzilla. Dude, don't get me started on the Hollow Earth. The Hollow Earth was beautiful.
Oh, people are going to love that.
Oh,
yes. Gorgeous the way they did that.
It was absolutely amazing. Definitely breathtaking. It was also like a really good thriller for me personally because you had constant action. Like even with the humans and Godzilla and Kong, with all that was going on, you never had a single moment where you were back in your seat. You were always on the edge of your seat.
Never had a chance to breathe, so to speak. Yeah.
Definitely a very fun movie, like Ruben said.
Yeah.
I love it.
Anything else you want to add?
No. If I say anything else, I'm gonna go pass the ground.
Yeah, Pete will not be happy if she continues to talk.
He will take back that computer.
It's very hard with the ground rules. With the without giving spoilers, it's tough. Like I really had to measure every sentence there.
Yeah,
so it is tough.
Definitely had to hold back.
Charlie?
Yeah.
Well, I was the first one to ask, how are we doing this spoiler free?
Yeah.
I'm watching this movie sitting next to Sludge going, I don't know how we're going to do this. But this movie blew me away. I've been like Sludge. I've been prepping for like 2 or 3 days straight. Skull Island was yesterday. Today was King of All Monsters. And today just blew it out of the water.
Oh, yeah. It did.
I loved every second of it. I cared about Kong watching it. They really set that for you. They set that emotion. The human aspect was good to catch your breath in this movie. Now it was good. There was
a good way to describe it.
Yeah, there was a story and there was some good comedy relief when we needed it.
Yeah.
But I just kept viewing it as, okay, I needed to catch my breath. Thanks for, a little bit of human dialogue and then right back into the I mean, it's just nonstop monster mayhem all the way through this movie. And the one thing that sticks out in my mind, and I've already mentioned it to Sludge 3 times, is, and it's not spoiler, the way they filmed the entire last battle.
Oh my God.
Just was this giant throwback to the old Toho, the way they filmed it, the way the shots were, the buildings, definitely. Although were modern and, we're in a digital age, still felt like miniatures to an extent, and the way the buildings fell apart was just like they used to do it in the old Godzilla movies, but it was still updated. So I loved how they meshed all those together. So the new fans,
it had the Toho feel, but with the modern.
Yeah, because in the first one, everyone's like, it's too dark, and there was a monster fight at the end. And then the second one was just in your face blasts of breath, and Ghidorah with the electric storm. It's just intense constantly. This one was just this perfect meld of intense action, good effects, and honored the original, everything that came before it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Totally agree.
I'm with you guys though. I'm not going to rate this till I've sat there and scanned through this thing and, just try to find every little bit that I can in it.
Yeah. Same here. Mark?
So far, Jada's the only one that's got the guts
Well,
to say it.
she's damn.
Mark's got the mic down. I'm with Jada. This is one of the best
Yeah.
Godzilla movies that's been made. I mean, just fantastic from everything, from the dialogue, from the storyline, from the graphics. I mean, phenomenal movie, and you're not going to go wrong seeing this one because you walked out, it was like, I need more. I need more.
Absolutely.
of this,
Absolutely.
Thank you, HBO Max, because you're going to give me more.
Oh, yes. Without a doubt. So
getting that free trial tomorrow.
Yes.
Just, very good movie. And so
we needed the Zack Snyder 4-hour cut.
I was just thinking that myself.
That would be epic.
How insane would that be?
It would be unbelievable. So, I'm with Jada. I'm going to watch it over and over, but I don't see any changing in my mind. And I said, I mean, when I walked away from that, it was just fantastic. So.
Oh yeah, I agree. For me, man, I mean, I'm not stamping where it's at in the ranking yet. But I want to say one thing first. Any naysayer when it comes to like, the human characters suck, you're not watching the Godzilla movie the right way.
Yeah.
Okay. The only time that the human characters matter is the original film and Shin Godzilla. That's it. That's the only time where we actually need a human drama that's pivotal. The rest of the time, no. They're just there to move the story along. And I felt this one was great. I felt like King of the Monsters, where it is nothing but an absolute love letter to the Showa era. Human characters alike.
Yes.
This one felt like a love letter to the Heisei era. Like I felt like the storyline, the sci-fi feel to the technology in the movie. This was a straight Heisei movie. It's with the human characters. Like they were good enough for me to just keep it going, to the next monster fight sequence. And you don't have much time to breathe. Very much time to breathe in this movie.
No.
Yeah.
This is,
There's
Ruben?
even a little bit of a Millennium series in there. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, there definitely is. I don't want to spoil too much, but yes.
Easy, Ruben.
Yes.
Easy.
But as far as action, there is no Godzilla movie with this much action.
No.
I can't think of a single giant monster film movie with this much action. There's as much action as this as there is any 80s action flick.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, I mean, it's just so nonstop.
And you're looking, I mean, you go into the movies and that's what you're wanting.
Yeah.
There's such this buildup between Godzilla and Kong. I mean, and so let's get this on. Let's do this thing. And
there's tension throughout the movie because they set that up really well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and very quickly.
Yes. Yeah,
very quickly.
It's inevitable to happen, and you are just like, win.
Yeah,
win.
Exactly.
Give it to me. I'm ready for it now.
Yeah.
And it's it's epic. I mean, there are 3 major fights in this movie, and every fight delivers, but each fight steps it up.
Yeah.
The first one, amazing. The second one outdoes the first one. The third one outdoes the second one. Like they just I felt like Adam Wingard should be doing action films. Why is he doing low budget horror films? Like the dude killed it. Yeah. His eye for angles and all the sequences was phenomenal. And so I mean, last thing I'm gonna say, or what I'm gonna say is for the characters, it's no spoiler. We know Mechagodzilla's in there. We all know that.
Yeah,
Godzilla, absolute voracious. I've never seen such an intense Godzilla on film. I mean, he was just no holds barred, on a mission. You get in his way, he is ripping you apart.
That's exactly how it came across.
Yeah, and it was, it was awesome. Kong, he was the sympathetic hero who had challenges to overcome, and boy, did he ever overcome them. Like
And the
dude,
reluctant hero. Too.
Yeah,
He's
big
like,
time.
man, I don't want to do this.
I want to go home. You know, that's his whole thing. I just want to be home.
I'm done with this.
And just keeps freaking doing it. And it was awesome. Godzilla. Oh my God. Any complaints on his design, y'all can just take that and shove it somewhere, okay?
Yeah.
The dude
Very
is
good.
the T-800 Terminator of the Godzilla series.
It would have been so easy for them to Michael Bay this guy, and they didn't.
And they did.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, I didn't need to see another Megatron running around trying to fight Godzilla. They did this perfect.
I felt like going in, I'm like, okay, you know, we saw the figures, you know, and we've seen some, maybe you saw some leaked images or things, but going into it, you're thinking one of two things. Am I getting a Del Toro Jaeger style creation?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Or am I getting
That's
a
what I
Michael
thought.
Bay Transformer style?
And that's what I was afraid of.
Yeah, oh yeah, big time afraid. No, what we got was a Stan Winston Terminator.
Oh God, it was
just
great.
through and through. I mean, one-on-one, these dudes cannot hold toe-to-toe with him. I mean, he is what he was supposed to be. I mean,
Careful.
I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful.
Yeah, easy,
Careful.
easy.
Careful.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
You know, there's reviews calling him the ultimate destroyer. That title is well deserving of this machine.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I will say that looking at the original design versus how he came across on screen, the design didn't do it. The design versus the action was. I was like, wow, the design didn't do him justice. You know, I don't know if I'm explaining that right or not.
well, once you see
In other
him
words,
in action on screen,
Yeah.
it's phenomenal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it translated into so much more than just the design. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
The movements, the everything.
Yeah,
even the movements
all
with
that.
all the other.
I'm like, I
creatures.
saw it. And I'm like,
so
yeah,
organic.
you know,
It's
that
good.
design was like. I thought the design was, and I like, wait a minute. When you see him in action, or see it in action, let's just put it that way. When you see it in action, you're like, wow. And Kong, you know, you were saying he was sympathetic, but he was also. I mean, he was ferocious just as well.
Oh, he went brutal.
Oh, yeah.
You
He
know,
flipped the switch.
You know, there's all this talk.
he did.
Without giving anything
That's-
away, there
that's
was all
second
this talk
fight,
online. There was all this talk online about, there'll be no way he can stand up to Godzilla and this and that. And I say he did. You know, he held his own.
Oh man,
Yeah, he held his own. You know?
There's
was
moments
good.
where it's not just for Kong. I thought was just brawn and brain, or brawn or brain. He utilized both.
it was strategy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah. We got to be careful.
we have
Yeah.
to. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, so
I just
generally,
keep saying it's good. It's good.
It's good.
I said, no,
Mark's-
it's good. It's
so
good.
I mean,
No, just
generally
good.
from us, I mean, this movie is just it's a phenom. It is action packed. It is what you want. Anybody that's going in for human characters, you're not going in watching this movie the right way, anyways. So that's your fault.
Yeah.
But for what it is, the human characters were great. They carried you through like they need you to. Two great storylines for the human, characters. And the monster action is just that's what we came for. And Wingard, I think, just absolutely delivered.
100%.
Oh yeah.
100%.
I mean, just top notch. Everyone's going to love it. And then we're fixing to go watch it again here in just a minute. Or at least I know I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally
good.
watching this.
It's
So,
good. So
anything else anybody wants to say?
hey, get out to the movie theaters and see this, man.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
great for the
Absolutely.
movie theaters. You know, it's getting them opened back up and doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
Great time.
Yeah.
Great time.
And there's no better movie to go back to.
There's
Oh,
not.
yeah.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
a
Yeah.
movie
Yeah.
theater movie
Yeah.
right here.
Mhm.
It is the way it's supposed to be experienced.
exactly.
We were living the meme with the Hulk. You know, it's like, giant monster. And I was like, no, it's COVID. No, giant monster.
Yeah. What monster?
It was phenomenal movie. I
Yeah.
can't say anything else, or I will start ruining it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
I can't.
It's
So-
good.
so
It's good.
excited,
It's
so.
good. That's what you say. It's
All
good.
right.
It's
Well,
good.
you guys heard it from us. This movie is just top notch. Go check it out. Go have fun. Okay, it is safe enough now with people still taking precaution in the theaters to get out, live a normal life, enjoy time in the movies, and
Yes.
we promise you there is not a better movie to go see as you return
Oh,
to
yeah.
theaters.
Yep.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, man, thank you guys so much for listening to this. We cannot wait to hear what you guys have to say, especially Pete and Justin. Maybe not so much
Yeah.
Justin. Let's be honest. I mean, Justin loves
Yeah.
Godzilla 98.
He was still throwing punches about that. The
Was
past
he?
couple
He
days.
was.
Yeah.
Throwing in 98. No, it's a great movie. I'm like, come on, man.
Love Justin. Love him. So,
Yeah.
but
He's dedicated.
He is. He is a diehard Sony Matthew Broderick fan, is what he is. So, but
Well, then let him watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Then, if he's that much of a
yeah, it's like-
all right.
it's a much better life that way. So.
There's so much better life.
We
that
love
way.
you, Justin.
All right. Well, guys, again, thank you all so much. We cannot wait to hear how much you guys enjoy this movie. And hopefully, and everybody, go out and see it, because the more of the money this movie makes, the bigger the chances we'll get to continue the Monsterverse.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yes, exactly.
it needs to continue after what we just saw. So,
Yes.
Definitely.
all right. Well, this is Sludge.
And Mark.
Charlie from Give Me Back My Action movies.
Jada.
And Ruben.
Y'all have a good night.
We have a fault.